Hello everyone, this is Arsan Burres, and today we're doing our second shout out ever. The first one was The Incal by Alejandro Jodorowsky and Moebius, and today we're going to talk about something different because we discovered this as a novel before, and it is Michael Moorcock's Elric. We picked it up at a library, local library. We were just checking it out, and we picked up the one of the books for the novel, and we read it, and we thought it was pretty cool. We didn't even know the comics existed at that point, and later on we went on to find out that they were produced in the mid 80s by a company that doesn't exist anymore that's called First Comics, and this publisher was producing the Elric comics initially, but recently Titan Comics has acquired the rights to Rick and is doing a new thing, and they're putting them out again. So, as maybe you know, Michael Moorcock is an author that does typically sci-fi and fantasy novels and things of the sort, and this is one of his better stories, and it has been, as you can see, adapted to the world of comics, like I said before. And the cool thing about this is that Michael Moorcock, the author of the novel itself, was really involved in the development of these things. He paired with Roy Thomas, that is the writer for this. Together, they sought out Michael T. Gilbert and P. Greg Russell. That those are the art. Those do most of the art for the comic, and some of it is also done by George Freeman. Yeah, so it's great that the author is involved, and you can really see that because it's faithful. The work, if you've read the novel, like I said, it's a long saga as well. If you have read that, it's faithful to that. So it's always great to see an author, like in this case, involved in the work, if you know what I mean. So there's that. They're coming out with all these books. We only have four of them at the moment, but the next one is coming out in June, pretty soon. So be on the lookout for that. It's gonna be a long running series because, like I said, the whole Elric thing is really long. So definitely do check that out if you're interested in something like this. So the story is done by Roy Thomas, that you maybe know for his run in Avengers, and the art is mostly done by Michael T. Gilbert and P. Greg Russell, which are great artists, and you might be familiar with them as well. So this is a sword and sorcery story, basically, and the setting is the island of Melniboné, which is the island of which Elric, our main character, is the king of. And the people from this island have a very defined way of life and philosophy, because they believe that being tough is what makes you in society and all that. And Elric is the complete opposite of that, because he was born with a physical defect, and he relies on sorcery and on drugs to move around and survive. So he's kind of the opposite of that philosophy, and he's very knowledgeable. He having that defect, he didn't focus as much on physical activity and such, but on intellectual activity, which leads him to be one of the best sorcerers of the whole land. So basically, what it is that he believes that this philosophy that is so stated in the island that he's king of is bringing them down and slowing them down. Kind of leaving them stagnated at some point. So he's gonna try to imprint his ways of thinking into all these people, which makes for a very interesting story. And we also see his contrary, which would be his cousin, which is the complete opposite. He also wants to be king, and politically there's a conflict because some people prefer Elric, who is the one that has the right to be king, prefer him to be king, and the cousin is also in the fight. And we also have sort of a love interest for Elric, which is his cousin. That's that's uh, that's the other guy's sister, but the other guy wants her as well. So there's kind of like a love triangle thing going on. Family ties are nothing important in this case, and Elric is in the middle of the whole thing, kind of in a place where he doesn't quite fit with the times and with the philosophy because of the whole thing that I've been explaining. If you want to get this, they're not insanely expensive. You can pick this up for like 10, 15 each book. They're a little bit hard to find on in stock trades, but you can pick them up in Amazon maybe If you search for them, they shouldn't be insanely hard to get. They're, like I said, coming out. The next one, the 5th, is coming out soon. So be on the lookout for that if you are interested in the story and what I just told you. And we'd like to apologize for not being as active as much because I've been sick and it's been hectic. But we'll definitely be on the lookout for more content because we're very excited to keep producing it. These are Silent Brewers. Have a nice day.